got Ari back in the garage with his M2 competition, and today we are going to be taking care of the steering wheel situation in this thing. Dude, this car is badass. You guys actually, it seemed like you loved the video on the M2, and we're gonna do a little bit more content today. But as the car sits, he's got this DTM steering wheel with Alcantara. It actually looks really, really good. I think it's gonna be kind of tough for him to get rid of that, or switch it up to the Madtrace. But if you are going to be upgrading to something, especially on like a track focused car like his F87, with the way that it's set up, I think this Madtrace steering wheel fits the car really, really well. So if you haven't seen these steering wheels yet, they are pretty cool. They come just like this, as you see, and you can actually option for different size. The actual steering wheel parts can be optioned in different sizes. This is the 330 millimeter. They have 340, 380, 360. You can buy them in different sizes, and then they also have Sparco and I believe Momo as well, and OMP possibly. There's a few different options, but I'm gonna have all this stuff linked down below for you guys if you're interested in checking it out, interested in doing this upgrade. They make these for all of the BMWs, so I'm actually gonna be getting one of these very similar to this in my E92 M3 as well. This is obviously the application for the F87, the F series, and then this is the actual unit, the main unit that goes into the car, and it is a quick release hub, so this converts everything into quick release. You have these nice magnetic shifters. The cool thing is these shifters are a little bit quieter than the JQ Werks magnetic shifters that have like a really, really loud click, which he actually currently has. They come with the aluminum shifters on it right now, but they also have the carbon fiber shifters optioned, which we're going to go ahead and put those on here. You have all of these different buttons and dials. So here are all the little decals that we need to fill out on the steering wheel unit when we get done. Here's the hardware. I think this is pretty close to plug and play. It shouldn't be too bad of an install. We didn't find too much content online for the install of this, so we're just going to figure it out and show you guys that entire process. First step, make sure the steering wheel is straight and level and the wheels are not turned at all. And then also we're gonna disconnect the battery 10 millimeter in the trunk, and then we will go ahead and use one of the tools to remove the airbag, which is just poke on this side, release the spring, poke on that side, release the spring, pull out. And then you have a 16 millimeter bolt that holds on the actual steering wheel itself in the center. We'll have to unplug the airbags and do all that. So we're gonna get right into it, and you guys can see the difference. You can hear these way louder clicks on those versus these. So will be a big difference. This wheel is a lot larger. I think the factory F-Series steering wheel, correct me if I'm wrong, is 400 millimeters. So going with a smaller steering wheel like this, feedback is going to be a lot different. The steering is going to be much tighter as well. So he can turn this less and it should turn the car more. So yeah, that's basically the deal for today. And we're just going to get right into the install. We also added, well, I didn't, Ari added some structural pieces to the back of the wing because we had some flexibility. He ended up going with longer plates here, kind of supports the wing and back on the trunk skin a little bit better. And then these are actually the OEM brackets from the F-Series M4 GTS wing that goes into the factory trunk on that car. So he actually retrofitted those into here and then basically just went to the hardware store and got some aluminum L-piece bracket right here, L-piece metal, to basically just connect all this together. And man, I gotta say, it made a really big difference on this trunk. This thing flexes a whole lot less than it did before, so that's good. We do have a track day coming up, so it's going to make a big difference on the actual track. Disconnect that negative terminal, 10 millimeter. Cool, got that done. We're going to leave that open. All right, so first step is to remove the airbag, and you basically have these two slits on each side. You guys have seen us do F-Series steering wheel airbags in the past, but there's a little spring that holds in this side and a little spring that holds in that side. You press it in, you can pull out the airbag. You got it? Sweet. Bam, look at that, super easy. And then you got a couple plugs in the back. I like to just take them off from here because it's like way easier. Who hates Ari for changing out this wheel? Because it's like so beautiful. DTM, Alcantara, JQ Werks paddles, matte carbon. I mean, he just did everything to it just to get rid of it. It is a sick wheel, but I do think this is like, you know, this is a track focused car, so kind of makes sense with this wheel. Also, quick release is nice to have.
I'm gonna keep it on the sidelines.
Yeah, you're gonna have to keep this one. Do not get rid of it. This thing's sick.
Here we go. There we go. Nice. Nice. There we go. Nice.
All right, so we have the column off here. Kind of tricky. Just got to basically get through these little clips right here. I used a pick tool and went on the opposite side, and it ended up coming right out. Just use a little bit of force. So there's actually a plug right here on this side, and we're going to go ahead, and the instructions will tell you basically what needs to plug in there or what needs to tap. So we're going to do that first, and then we'll come back and show you exactly what we did. All right, so we did a little bit of research here, and basically you have this plug on the back of the column right here. Goes in right there, just like that. You're just going to go underneath. There's a little clip right underneath it, and you're going to go press up and then pull out, and it's going to have this little plug open right here. This piece is going to go onto the original harness coming from the car, and then this is going to allow the car to communicate with the steering wheel. Now, if you wanted to add free to use functions, like let's say that you wanted to, I don't know, add nitrous or something of that nature, you could basically program the steering wheel and like other buttons on the steering wheel to activate those free to use switches. So like whatever external auxiliary thing you would want to add, you could use this part of it. I believe if you were to do it this way, you would then be plugging this into here, the original spot, and you would wire that up to whatever, you know, whatever auxiliary component you would be using. However, we're not going to be doing any of that. We don't need to worry about that. I believe the wheel is already programmed to the proper function. So this plug right into here, just like that. And then we just let that chill. We can leave that right back there and put all of this back together.
There you go. There's one. Perfect. There you go. Nice, dude.
All right, so now we're gonna put in the steering wheel bolt. When you are putting this back in, the torque specs are 46 foot-pounds of torque. And Madtrace gives you this little counter hold tool that they made specifically for this install. How cool is that? Oh, there you go. All right, so we're gonna be popping out the horn button. And it's just a tiny Torx, two little tiny Torx bolts. And then this is the one that we're gonna be putting on. This came with the steering wheel. Did you option this one?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they hooked it up.
Sick. So little BMW one, which I think obviously fits. Looks really good with this car too. White on white, white and black. It's gonna be dope. So you just pop those out, and then we should be able to just pop this guy in. There you go. Oop, yeah. Okay, so there's 4 springs that go on here. See that? Position it however you want. Sick, dude. Look at that. That's cool. All right, so now we're gonna do the paddles in the back. Looks like it's just another tiny little T10. So another T10, same one that we use for the button up front. And Ari just pointed out, you can actually adjust these. You see how it's slotted like that. So if you want these to be further out or further in, you can adjust that accordingly. So we got the paddles on, carbon paddles. Looks super good with this setup. So now we're gonna go ahead and put in this piece. Basically, these plugs, connecting wires, will go directly inside there where the original airbag connected. So it does actually delete the airbag. This is the quick release connection, and then all of the electronic connections right there for it to work with the new setup. Basically, there's just little Torx, I believe they're Torx bolts that go in here onto the hub. So we'll plug it in and then bolt it up. All right, so for the plugs, you actually want to do these first while you put everything in, because you won't have enough room to get the plugs in with this plate on as well. So do the plugs, run the wires through. Now we can throw that back on. So that's the sequence. Run the wires, let this part hang, then go ahead and throw back in the steering wheel bolt, and you can use the counter hold tool that Madtrace provides, which is kind of nice. There you go. Perfect. So when you guys are lining this up, this piece has a flat bottom. That should be on the bottom side. And then you just go ahead and use the provided hardware and bolt that piece up to the steering column.
Yeah, it's noon, bro. You still sleeping?
Hell no, bro. I've been up since 7.
You're about to be on a YouTube video, bro.
Yeah, brah.
For the buttons, right? Are they pre-programmed like M1, M2, or is that something that I need to program?
Yeah, they're pre-programmed.
And if I do the white stickers, the light's gonna shine around the numbers.
Yeah, I have the black one that shines through.
All right, so when it comes to the actual buttons, they give you either black buttons or white buttons, but you have to remember that these illuminate. So whichever is the white part is gonna be the light shining through. I think for his car, you're gonna run the white.
I'm gonna run the white.
We're gonna try out the white, and he can always change it if he wants to, but basically you just got a little tweezers here to throw them on. And then for the functions, to know how or where to put these, Madtrace gives you a full rundown sheet of everything. So like where everything is laid out to, which is nice. So this is all basically just pre-programmed. All we gotta do is just put it on, plug it in, and basically put on the buttons and the stickers, and we're good. All right, we got the wheel together.
Gotta put the stickers on.
Yeah, gotta do the sticker. You wanna do the stickers right now, or do you wanna do it in the car?
No, let's do it off the car.
Dude, how does it feel? Like, how does the shit feel?
Super solid.
Yeah.
You can tell that it's a quality piece, like the weight to it, like the finish on everything, the quality of like the buttons.
Yeah.
How everything like clicks really nicely.
Yeah, it's super nice.
Very, like, they killed it, dude.
Yeah.
They did such a good job.
Yeah.
And the fact that everything's plug and play, you don't see any wires. Everything's pre-programmed. Like, you can't beat it.
Dude, you can't. It's like the ease of installation and just like quality. Yeah, sick. So now we're gonna go ahead and throw on the buttons. This is probably gonna be like the hardest part, honestly, because you have to be so careful and make sure everything is like lined up perfectly. But he's gonna be doing the white buttons. So that's that external, that auxiliary connector that we had. Yeah, free to use. So number 1 is free to use, FTU. Same with number 2, which is, I would assume, over here. Yep. So 3 M1. So that's your M1 button. Like a surgeon.
That's gonna go on this guy.
Very surgical with it. Nice, dude.
That's pretty good, dude.
Yeah, that looks perfect. Okay, man. All right, so we have all of the buttons and stickers on. We're gonna go ahead and throw it on for the first time. Is that in?
Yep.
Sick, dude.
Wow.
Dude, it's so different.
It's so different.
It's so different in the car. So dope. That's badass. Bam. It's like that. Super nice. This thing is clean, dude. And so to remove it, all he's doing is just basically pulling this plate back, which releases these 2 clips in here. Dunk, dunk. Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, that's dope. I didn't see that. That's cool. So yeah, it's that simple, man. This thing is like very, very easy to put together. Everything is already pre-programmed and straightforward. Dude, this is going to completely change the way that this car drives and feels. It's so much smaller. That's going to be interesting on track. You're going to feel a lot more with this car. You'll get a much more feedback from the actual road and car in general. But yeah, it looks really freaking good. Another nice part about this steering wheel is that you don't need to coat out the airbag. This is like literally plug and play, so everything just works when you put it in. That is why this is like such a good product. You don't really have to do anything. It's that simple. Haha, that's dope. So the lights function off the dimmer switch. Change that and change that. Dude, it looks crazy. This is gonna be badass at night.
It feels like I'm driving like a go-kart or something. Like even a go-kart wheel is bigger than this, dude.
All right, so all the modes work. We just went through all the buttons and made sure that everything worked right. Yes, sir.
Feels really good, super solid. The size of the steering wheel is a little bit of a trip. Like, it's very small.
Yeah, it's, dude, 330. When you said that, I was like, ooh, this might be a little too small.
I like it. I think my only gripe with it is not necessarily how it feels, because it feels amazing. Mm-hmm. I think more than anything, it's the fact that I can't really see the full tack.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because the ridge of the top of the wheel kind of blocks it.
Sure.
So on track, that actually might be
a problem.
Not necessarily, because I can always set like the bottom to show mile per hour, but I usually set that at oil temp.
Okay.
And then I like setting the tire pressure on the screen.
Okay.
But the fact that I can't see what mile per hour I'm going in or coming out of a turn at, that's kind of like a nice reference point. So I'd probably have to keep it
down there.
Down there, yeah.
That makes sense.
But that's the only thing I can think of initially.
Well, you'll know, dude. Like, when you get out on track, you'll be like, oh, yeah, this is not going to work, or this will work. You'll know right away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, luckily, the steering wheels aren't very expensive.
Right,
so I can always try, like, I guess, a 360 or a 380. Yeah,
dude, it almost looks like a video game steering wheel.
It does.
Like, it's
yeah,
so
it
tiny.
feels like I'm, like, racing a sim or something.
yeah. That's crazy.
But this is such a cool system, man.
Yeah,
like,
it's really nice.
The fact that everything's pre-programmed with the volume and different modes and everything, I mean, they just make it so easy, and it's such a quality product. I really like the paddle shifters.
Yeah,
like,
it's a little bit different, right?
It's a little different. They're smaller, which I like. The length is actually perfect for my fingers, and I think I set them all the way in.
Okay.
So I guess if you had smaller hands, you can bring them out a little bit, and it would fit, because it fits like right on the ridge of the top part of my finger, so it's like, feels perfect. And I like the fact that the magnetic feedback with the noise isn't as loud. Yeah. Not that it's bad, but it's more subtle, and I feel like I like it a little better. It's
definitely louder with the other ones, like they go on the factory wheel.
Yeah. Wow, dude, so
different.
Very different. Yeah.
Feedback is like way different, right?
Instant. Yeah. Like you have to turn the wheel less to get the same range, you know?
Yeah, because it's a smaller wheel. So you don't have to turn it as far.
Wow. So cool. I love it.
Yeah, sick.
I think that once, maybe a little sneak peek, but once the seats come in here, this is going to be really nice to get in and out of the car easier. Yeah. I'll probably try and find something with a flat bottom again. Yeah. I really prefer that.
We were just talking about how the stalks are a little bit further out now because the steering wheel is further out from the column, which makes that's good to have, especially if you have like a bucket. So the remedy for your turn signal would be you could actually program in left and right turn signals on the wheel itself, which is pretty cool. Or Ari brought up a good point, if you have like different tunes, you could program in like map 1 or map 2 into the steering wheel, which is pretty sick.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's cool. car is so fun. God, you're so fast at stock power, bro.
Yeah, it feels really good.
Are the turns like way different?
Yes, definitely. It's just weird having such a small wheel in your hand compared to the stock one.
Yeah.
I feel like the stock one's like massive now, like a bus steering wheel or something. Like,
yeah.
This feels really good.
You just have to put in such less input.
Yeah, 100%.
To get so much more output from the car.
Exhaust sounds so good too.
Yeah, no, this exhaust setup is great, dude. All right. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying about the viewpoint. Yeah. That's like perfect right there, dude. Did you try that?
No, I like it lower.
Yeah.
But I can always bring it up so that you can see the tack.
I think I can go left and get out of here. All right, what am I in? Am I in anything? So check it out, you guys. M1 works. M1, M2 mode, that will change like Apple CarPlay and all that stuff, satellite radio, whatever you want, and then you can change the volume. And then this is all your cruise control stuff. Dude, it's fucking legit.
Oh yeah, we didn't try the horn. Oh, right.
Horn works. All right, let's go. Yeah, this is sick. It's way different. Oh, I like it though.
I love it, right?
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
Dude, it's perfect. Oh, I wish I had some cash. I'd buy some lemonade. Sorry, we don't have any money.
Sorry, we have no cash.
It's okay.
We'll have to come back.
Okay.
We'll come
All
back.
right, we'll be back.
What do you guys have?
Bracelets, bookmarks, and stickers.
Oh, I'm definitely coming back for a bracelet. We'll be back.
Good luck today.
Support the kids, friends. She's gonna be like, I want to build a race car someday.
She heard the brake. She's like,
she's probably like, what's wrong with that car?
Yeah, exactly. It's so funny because some people will be like, oh, your brakes, dude.
Yeah, I know, it's
You
funny.
need new brakes. I'm like, trust me, man.
No, they're good brakes, trust me, dude. That's the way you want them to sound. Oh, we're on Ray right here. Okay, cool. Oh, dude, I like it. I like it. I'm trying to think of which way that is. I think I'll go this way. Yeah. Oh, you're gonna go left? Bummer. Dude, this is great. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
The input is totally different. Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, I just went for the...
Exactly, yeah, exactly. That was the biggest thing.
Yeah.
The biggest thing.
So yeah, you're definitely like reaching to get... So that's different.
The steering wheel's definitely closer to you.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot closer to you. But like we said, like you could probably just program these free to use buttons for left and right.
Really
like, oh, turn left. I kind of just want to do it because it'd be cool. Or you could have like your different tunes.
That'd be perfect for a map. Yeah, if this is like
yeah.
map 1, map 2.
Yeah. Track map, like
exactly.
Kill map or whatever, you know, like in a bucket, dude.
I feel like for the car, it fits. Like having a small wheel.
It definitely does.
On track, I think it's gonna feel great.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Once the seats are in here, I feel like this car is gonna be.
Dude, I love it.
Really close. I really like the way the suspension feels right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the helper spring, like
set
makes
up,
a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
I might stiffen up the struts a little bit.
Okay.
But for the street, it just eats up any.
Well, you haven't tracked the suspension yet, so you'll know. Like after the first track day, you'll know what you want to do. Shit, the first couple laps, you'll know what you want to do.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Supra. Yeah, but this is a big difference with like just a simple thing. You know what I mean? Like it didn't take much for us to do this. Like without filming, we could have done it in like a half hour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the fact that it's literally just plug and play is pretty dope.
I got lucky with the airbag with like first try.
Yeah.
Those out, sometimes it could be
those can finicky. Yeah, those can definitely be finicky. Yeah, this is crazy, dude. It's way different. but you're not like,
Exactly.
you know, the hardest thing to get used to is the turn signal.
Definitely.
I like it though. It feels really good. Also, like you said with the paddles, definitely like that more.
Yeah, I agree.
It's less. It's way less. It's like probably half the click that the other ones were.
Not that it's a huge deal by any means, but I was thinking of maybe getting like a little strip of something behind the paddle shifter, so you kind of get like your fingers like stuck on it.
Okay.
Imagine almost like grip tape.
Oh,
like,
yeah. So it's not as smooth back here? Okay, I got you. I'm gonna go behind this guy. Yeah, that makes total sense.
But I was just thinking, when I'm actually on track with the gloves on, I think the gloves have like that like rubbery finish. Where it'll be fine with a smooth surface.
Yeah, dude, I gotta get one of these. In the E92, with the heaviness of it, it would be so good.
Dude, you can try his out.
Yeah.
He loves it.
Oh my God, Turbinex? Really? Might have to do you dirty, my boy. Jesus.
Oh, man. They gave us the point by.
Nice. The point by. Yeah, this is nice. It's so different, you guys. It is so different from the factory steering wheel. It really does almost feel like a little like sim wheel. It's just more race car, you know?
Yeah.
I love it. All right, so we got people who are asking for the caliper brackets.
Yep.
To be able to run the 18-inch wheels on the M2 2NH calipers. So we are going to be offering those, you guys. Check it out. We'll have the information down in the description, you guys, if you're interested in getting those caliper brackets. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch the video we just made on Ari's car. Full walkthrough on this thing. Hold on. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. It's so different. It's so different. It's so good. I forgot how great these brakes are.
Dude, wait till you feel this car with the 200 tread wear tire.
I know, right?
And,
it's
like,
gonna be so different.
It up a little bit.
The Michelins are super soft.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. They're
oh, awesome tires. Yeah. Amazing tires. Like, probably some of, like, I would say some of the best that you can get for all around. 100%. But you go to a 200 tread, man, it's so different. So yeah, the deal is with the caliper brackets, you guys, basically we're going to be making them, but we'll have them, you guys can order them from us, and we'll have everything linked down in the description, all the instructions to do so. We just had a lot of people asking us about those, and you know, like I said before, if you're not sure about what I'm talking about, we just did a whole video, like a walkthrough of this entire car and like what it's all about, and so make sure you check that out first and kind of give you an idea of what we're talking about. But this turned out really freaking good. So if you guys are interested in this wheel, I'll have everything linked down below from JQ. As always, big thanks to Ari for coming on the channel.
Thanks for having
letting us use his car and do the install. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.